This week's specials from Miles Franklin are 90% silver dimes and quarters, only $2.75 over spot, backdated silver maples for $3.25 over spot, and pre-33 $10 gold liberties for $34 over spot. We have a massive inventory along with cheap prices. You can text, email, or call slayer@milesfranklin.com, and I'd be happy to help. Now let's get into the video. Silverwars.org is a very interesting website that every silver stacker needs to know about. This is who they are: exposing injustices plaguing the silver market. They are dedicated to uncovering silver market manipulation and malfeasance by the United States Treasury and Department of Defense, threatening national security. Unveiling the untold. Here is the timeline of how this all started. 1960, National Security Agency, U.S. Department of Defense, the NSA's Silver Recovery Program is created. The National Security Agency responded to U.S. silver shortage in the 1960s by starting the NSA Silver Recovery Program to reclaim silver from scrap and waste. And then we have June 25th, 1968, United States Treasury Department, Washington, D.C., transfer of silver to DLA's strategic and critical stockpiles. The DLA is Defense Logistics Agency. This transfer, mandated by the Strategic and Critical Materials Stockpiling Act, signifies a significant milestone in ensuring national preparedness and security. The silver, sourced from Treasury reserves, was meticulously allocated to bolster the nation's critical material reserves. That leads us to 1972. U.S. Geological Survey Minerals Yearbook, the salient silver statistics. 8.9 million ounces of silver at the DoD. The U.S. Defense Department stocks totaled 8.9 million ounces. This marks the first instance when the Bureau of Mines disclosed the silver stock numbers by the Department of Defense. Then February 16th, 1985, Naval Surface Warfare Center warns of impending silver shortages if batteries aren't upgraded. This is from the Naval Surface Warfare Center Electrochemistry Branch. Quote, "The power source needs of the new brilliant weapons will have to be satisfied by new battery technology. In addition to stricter requirements, energy density, etc., many of the materials currently used in batteries, such as silver, zirconium, nickel, etc., will have to be replaced in future batteries because critical shortages are predicted if current use patterns persist." Then that leads us to 1995. Department of Defense. Silver stocks stopped being reported. In 1996, the U.S. Geological Survey Minerals Yearbook. This marks the last time the U.S. Geological Survey Bureau of Mines reports silver stock numbers by the DoD. In 1995, the DoD silver stock dwindled down to 13 metric tons, and by 1996, the DoD silver stock was listed as NA, not available. That takes us all the way to 2002. The National Defense Silver Stockpile goes to zero. This marks the last time the U.S. Geological Survey Bureau of Mines reports the number of silver ounces in the National Defense Stockpile. The National Defense Stockpile goes to zero. No reports on defense silver stocks have been released since this report in 2002. Now, 2005 happens. U.S. federal authorities arrest Christopher Tappan for trying to sell 50 Eagle Pitcher zinc silver oxide batteries to Iran. Then, June of 2016, the DoD's silver e-waste recycling procurement program under pressure as silver requisitions increase. Say that 10 times fast. According to DLA officials, requisitions for silver have increased since the end of the fiscal year 2015, raising some concerns about how long the program will be able to provide this precious metal. Then we have June 11th, 2002. This is some serious stuff. Support of American Silver Eagle Bullion Program Act is introduced. This is congressional record. This is June 11th. other silver mining states, it is my hope that the Senate will move expeditiously to consider and pass this legislation before the stockpile is deleted. On June 23, 2002, the program is passed. Support of American Silver Eagle Bullion Program Act is passed by the U.S. Congress, Public Law 107-201. And Section 4, with the depletion of silver reserves in the Defense Logistic Agency's strategic and critical materials stockpile, it is necessary for the Department of the Treasury to acquire silver from other sources in order to preserve the American Eagle Silver Bullion Program. Then things really start to ramp up in 2021 and 2022 when silver scarcity starts impacting the U.S. Navy. It says down here, the DLA's surplus was exhausted due to the silver scarcity. Program is procuring silver at the market rate of $30 an ounce. Program is pursuing mitigation strategies with vendors to replace silver requirement with a lithium battery in FY24. Then you have March of 2023, silver shortage impacting the U.S. Navy submarine acoustic warfare system. Down here it says, notably, silver is identified as among the costs impacted by these efforts, hinting at its crucial role in production or maintenance. The need for more ADC units due to shortages suggests increased demand for silver, a crucial component in their production within the submarine acoustic warfare system. Then down here, April 20th, 2023, Kami Plattner blows the whistle on the Department of Defense silver shortage. Eagle Picture, which is the leading manufacturer of batteries crucial for missile and space applications, admit to a significant supply shortage of silver within the United States. They disclose that acquiring silver from alternative sources has become notably difficult due to its diminishing availability. Where did the silver come from that was mined for use in those batteries? Quote, we do have some local silver mines initially. Yeah, it wasn't as prevalent, but we did have some. Of course, we had to outsource most of that for quite a while. But we do have some history, just wasn't as prevalent as the lead and zinc. I'm being honest, I'm not sure all the sources right now, but silver is very hard to come across right now. It is very much a diminishing supply, so it is a growing concern on how much longer that is going to be available. Sources are limited. I know just in general, we've had supply chain issues since the pandemic, and we're still talking about it. People are really trying to ramp up production, but in getting that sourced has been pretty difficult in terms of any silver. So it's a diminishing resource that has to be looked at, but I don't know where else we got it, to be specific. Then down here, it shows all the silver that's at sea, naval defense silver applications. We have cruise missiles, submarines, sealed delivery vehicles, autonomous underwater vehicles, torpedoes, choppers, Navy battleships, weather buoys, lots of other things. And then you could also see down here, it shows torpedoes, and actually there's 11,000 ounces of silver in some of the largest torpedoes. There's also 500 ounces of silver in a Tomahawk missile. And you could see down here, it shows all the different types of torpedoes. I covered it in the video yesterday. So here is the About Us part, restoring integrity to the silver market. At their core, they are a dedicated collective of individuals who refuse to turn a blind eye to the injustices plaguing the silver market. With the firm commitment to transparency and accountability, we shine a light on the practices of influential industry players who obscure the truth from the public eye. In today's silver market, the prevalence of paper contracts is undeniable. These instruments are leveraged to suppress silver prices, primarily to serve the interest of the military-industrial complex. We deplore the corrupt nature of this manipulation, which punishes silver investors and serves to transfer wealth to parasitic classes, which is the ruling elite. Silverwars.org will systematically prove in 4 distinct chronicles that all previous silver data was an immoral ploy hatched to deliver low silver prices for the 2 most significant industrial users of silver, the defense and aerospace industries. Our journey began with discovering a glaring silver shortage concealed beneath layers of misinformation. The root of cause, the military's insatiable appetite for cheap silver at the expense of trillions lost by investors in future generations. The national defense stockpile has been depleted since 2001, and crucial silver usage figures by the Department of Defense have been conventionally withheld from public scrutiny since 1995 when their last report came out. We refuse to stand idly by as the foundations of sound money as enshrined in our Constitution are eroded. Money must hold inherent value, earned through labor and energy expended. Otherwise, paper money will only serve as a de facto war bonds as the Federal Reserve and its complicit clients, military, legislators, foreign policymakers, can profit from war. Today's monetary policy allows for currency creation out of thin air, devaluing our dollars and paving a perilous path towards fiscal irresponsibility. Our mission extends beyond mere critique. We strive to rekindle the spirit of the American dream envisioned by wisdom of Austrian economists and even the framers of the Constitution, a dream where the government fears the people, not the other way around. It's time to halt the perpetual cycle of war and restore integrity to our monetary system. I get it. They have exposed something massive, right? There's always been this missing puzzle piece. I've been talking about the silver shortage for so many years now, but there was this missing puzzle piece of why, though? Like, where is it going? And why are they suppressing silver's price to such an extreme degree when they don't even see silver as money anymore? Yeah, we knew that silver is used for XYZ, but it's still something deeper seemed like it was going on, and this seems to be it, is because of the military needing so much silver. And then when you look at the numbers of how much silver actually is needed, right, 165 million troy ounces from U.S. Treasury to the DLA. And that was in 1968. And then you see the stockpile going to zero. You could see why the silver shortage is so important to them. But also, since we're outsourcing it, and that's something the Silver Academy tries to stress a lot, is that we rely on all of our enemies to get the silver for our own military. So what if you had an enemy that needed to make missiles and rockets and all that, but you owned all the silver to make those, you have the upper hand to the umpteenth degree. And that's why, there's that saying that silver wins wars. So this all is connected. I mean, I like how they pieced together the timeline. It says more to come. You can see right here, this is the sea. Then there, if you click this button right here, I guess it's going to show all the silver used in air and then land and then space. Because, I mean, there is a lot of silver needed in everything, but aerospace and military, which are the two most important, aren't even incorporated in the Silver Institute's numbers, or like they call them, the Scammy Silver Institute. So this is a very well put together website. I'm excited to see what they post next because they do some very good journalism. I don't know how they come up with all of this. I mean, I'm doing research on a daily basis, but I don't even know. And Andy Schechtman even said himself, these guys, they're doing some good work. I don't know where they're finding these sources or this stuff, but I'm not complaining. And I feel like it's my job as a Silver channel to also share this information, right? Get this stuff out there. Silverwars.org, very impressive. I'm highly impressed. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like the video and make sure that you guys also check it out if you want. And I'm also doing a giveaway, so make sure you guys subscribe and go enter the giveaway as well. Shout out John Forrest Little. I know he is one of the people that puts a lot of this together, if not the main person. He does a lot of great work, and I respect that. So yeah, I hope you guys all find this stuff informational, educational, or at least entertaining. And if you did, make sure to comment down below. What do you think is the most interesting fact about all this? I mean, this timeline is very impressive. And then not even, you could actually click on each one of these and it'll take you to a whole entire article about it. If I would have done that, this video would have been 5 hours long. So I wanted to just highlight each year or each timeline, but it's very impressive of how much work has been going into this, and all the sources, right? They cite everything as well. They're not just pulling these numbers out of a hat. This stuff is really happening, and this is what's going on behind the scenes, and this is the meat and potatoes of why silver prices are most likely suppressed. It makes the most sense. The timeline adds up, and rightfully so, right? I mean, if silver is needed this much in military for our Defense Department, then rightfully so. So anyways, yeah, I thought this was very interesting. I thought this was some very good stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, anyways, thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I will see you guys later today or tomorrow. Peace.